last time on Renewal of Shadow, we picked up... Where did we pick up at the start of last session? I believe we picked up with you all, with Beryl and Carolina at the park after they had separated from the group as the group went to the Black Flame magic item shop to purchase a magical item attuned to the lower planes to attempt in the fixing of your two cursed friends. So while they did that, Beryl and Carolina, I almost said Beryl and James, were in the park together and passed the time enjoying themselves, and saw, sat before a very old, ancient elven statue, Lena, paying her respects to the statue, speaking to her and getting some information about the history of the general area and the statue, and then separating as the main group was reunited once again, and you discussed your next move, which was to head back to the Fort Breline, where you would administer the cure, air quotes, that you have acquired. I air quotes again to remind that your solution is not one that removes the entirety of the problem. It is but a one that removes a good amount of the symptoms and prevents the most damaging of the afflictions upon your two cursed friends, and that you still need to acquire the item used to curse them to fully put an end to the issue. But nonetheless, you all gathered and went back to Fort Breline, where without waiting for the mayor, you quickly tried to cure Zeplar and the mayor's son, whose name I always forget during recaps, as you soul casted the spell, channeling her divine energy into the hellish item touched by the frozen layers of hell. I don't remember which one. There's two. As her energies synthesized with its and moved over Zeplar and the mayor's son and administered the solution, as they laid their breathing now a bit more steady, no longer in harm's way. As with that being solved, the mayor arrived back. Thankful, he thanked you all and asked what your next aim was, as it appears you all had decided that your next move was going to, in fact, be dealing with the goblins, getting to this ruins where the goblins are, and perhaps finding Tanilla along the way, as it was theorized by the strange man Astaroth that she could be involved somehow. So, you all went to the place that you thought you would be able to find the expert, who is related to the goblin problem, or related to the ruins, specifically the Elven Ruins, who knows more about them. At the Slayers of Colossus, as you all gathered up and head towards the Slayers Colossus headquarters. Upon arriving there and passing is it Black Snake or Black Rooster, the name of the tavern that I gave you, Karina? Or
Black Snake.
Snake.
Snake, thank you.
Rooster's a different one.
Okay,
Rooster's Bellow.
Rooster's Bellow and Black Snake, thank you. Is what I believe it is, correct? Okay, perfect, thank you. So, yes, you all passed by the Black Snake, hearing its very rowdy intonations from inside, and arrived at the Slayers Colossus headquarters, where upon entering, you went completely fucking opposite directions. Curveball, but luckily, I can handle those. As all of you went separate directions, Josie sat there and went, "Well, what the hell?" and went back to the Black Snake, furthering the separation of everyone. As Soul went to the main information desk, where she requested paperwork to join the guild. She was informed that she would need to sign the paperwork, and then that she would need to conduct an interview, and then there would be a combat trial to prove that she is capable of withstanding herself within the Slayers of Colossus organization. Carolina went up the stairs to speak with Lena, where speak with her she did, gathering information about whether she is the expert or not, as that is what you were informed by the captain inside the Slayers Colossus. So, talking to her, Carolina found out that Lena was in fact here solely to go to the ruins, and that she had left her home long ago on a journey, and she came here not too long ago, and would have been investigating the ruins sooner, as she believes that there are answers there for her regarding what she is looking for, though she was not clear about what she was looking for. But she was also clear that she is in a significant deal of debt that prevents her from not working. And that is why she has not gone to thoroughly investigate the ruins. She offered a deal that if you could convince the guildmaster to drop her debt, she would take herself with you, and importantly take a map of the ruins that she has with her as well. As she offered that out, Carolina said that she would discuss it with the group and went back downstairs. At the same time, Isaac went into the administrative information desk to ask about who the expert of the Elven Ruins would be. Found out it was Lena, and then went back into the main room where he met with Carolina, who had just spoken with Lena, as those two were back together. Beryl was sitting around deciding what sort of weapon she would like to make of the boar's tusk. The Hogdra's tusk. It's not a boar. It's way more than a boar. Let's be clear about that. As she made that decision, Astrid herself entered into the smithery and asked the head smith whether he knew if the Lamia clan had any favored weapons, gifts, or things that you could offer them in exchange for to make a good offering of peace of sorts. As this was discussed, Astrid was given a I think you paid even a discounted price, or were you just given it? I don't think you were just given it.
No, I bought it.
You bought it, correct? Okay. Astrid bought...
Yeah, he gave me a recommendation.
Astrid bought a bow made of the bones of a creature called a slizzard that she would present to the not guild leader, the Lamia clan in a shine of good faith, as your next aim was to head there to see if you could find the diplomats, the alleged diplomat or envoy that the goblins that is now living at the clan that they have refused to allow the city to meet with. Did we cover you going in to request your weapon during that session, Zach? Or am I misremembering?
Yeah.
We did. What was the weapon you requested? Was it some sort of maul?
Maul.
It was a maul, correct? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, as you requested a maul, there was an estimate given for time, I recall. I have it written somewhere, but...
3 to 4 days.
Okay.
I have it on the main splash page.
And I probably have that in another document somewhere, so I can probably confirm that later. But regardless, you had all gathered the information that you needed to gather at first, and we ended session with all of you reuniting inside. Oh, sorry, I forgot to cover Josie. How could I forget what Josie did? Josie went back to the Black Snake. And inside this rambunctious, and very loud bar, she attempted to find Yuffie, but got lost. Swallowed by this crowd as Josie was trying to find her way about. She was pulled from it very forcefully by Yuffie, who pulled her out from the crowd and greeted her. There was a short discussion where Josie explained her circumstances to her, and they shared a short discussion about some things before they parted rather awkwardly and a bit panickedly after Yuffie pulled her into a hug and then ran into the crowd. As the two of them then parted ways, Josie went back to the Slayers' headquarters, where we will pick back up with all of you now together again at the Slayers' headquarters. The discussion having been around Alina and what to do regarding her debt. There was several solutions brought forth that you guys came up with yourself. So to quickly remind, was that you possibly could post a job yourselves and then hire her instead of asking to get her debt removed by the guild leader, which was a suggestion made by one of you. Nonetheless, we blended session with you all in your discussion of Lena, and we pick session back up with your discussion of Lena as we get back into things. And I'm gonna pull you guys down to the Beeline map. It's a bit blurry for me. Weird. And then pull up here. Did it pull you guys down?
Yeah.
Weird. Didn't change on the Roll20 screen. Things are being weird today. And I'm not happy about it. Anyway, we pick session back up. All of you are together inside the Slayers' headquarters. The sound in the room is still rather loud. There are still people clanging mugs together, enjoying drink, singing rather joyful tunes as they enjoy their off time from their arduous work. And you all are stood round the table where the captain and the other guys whose name I don't recall off the top of my head are, but I can easily pull them up. Not that I will at this very moment. The point is that you are around the table, and what do you do as we get back into it?
Well, I think we should ask Lena, shouldn't we, before we go trying to hire her. She'd prefer we waive the debt for a bit, then we can try that avenue, and then if that fails, we can hire.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. She said she'll still be here upstairs, where I met her for a while longer.
Alright, I'll go speak to her then. If any of you want to come along, follow me.
I think we should all go. I mean, if we're planning on hiring her, we gotta look the part.
Should we go upstairs?
Sure.
Follow.
Yeah.
As all of you head up the stairs, heading into the more quiet lounge area. As you arrive in, you see Lena sat in the midst of writing notes while cross-referencing a book. As all of you approach, she would close the book and have her notes not closed, but still like open. She'd set her pen down. As you approach, you can see that she is writing in Ancient Elvish. As you can see the dialect clearly right there. You cannot see it yourself, but it is fully in that language. As you all approach, she turns to look, seeing all of you and Carolina, and goes, Did not expect to see you back so soon and with literally everyone of your group. Hello, all. It's good to see you all again. I assume you have been briefed by Carolina about my information regarding the ruins and about my plight.
Yes, I just wanted to confirm that you would prefer that we try to get the Guildmaster to briefly waive your debt, correct?
I mean, I would prefer to not have my hands tied and be able to go do what I want to do currently.
Well, the alternative is that we hire you to come with us.
Look, a brief waiving of the debt and a hiring of me are basically both the same thing, except the hiring of me I actually get paid for. If you're actually willing to hire me, and not just make this a mutually beneficial deal outside of the aid I give you, and so on, I would prefer I get hired. My initial deal was one made of mutual benefaction, as neither of us would have to pay anything. We would both have things to bring to the table and offer. But if you're going to pay me and post a job for me to take, that's much more to my interests because I could use that money to help pay off my debt.
I'm honestly quite willing to pay, and I think that would be simpler, but I wouldn't be able to cover the cost entirely. I'd need some of my party members to be willing to help me.
It was my plan that we hire her. I'll pitch in.
I don't really have much use for the coin, although it seems that certain things cost a lot more than other things. But I do have a handful of coin I could toss in.
Wonderful. When I speak to the Guildmaster, are we trying to hire you per job or per day?
If
I'm
you're
not exactly sure
hiring
what your
me,
rates are.
if you're hiring me, you do not need to speak with the Guildmaster. If you're hiring me, you simply need to speak to the woman at the main desk to put a job posting and specify that you are looking for an expert in the specific field. This particular specific field you are looking for is ancient elven history here, which I will be suggested for, and you will also say that's who you were aiming to hire anyway. Then you will be able to post the job on the board if you would like to do it in the more traditional way, or you could just come straight up the stairs to me, and I will have to do some very simple paperwork, and then a very simple conversation with the job master. But then things will be resolved.
Any nays from the party?
Sounds good to me.
All right, then I'll get this whole process started.
What was your intent? How much are you intending to pay here?
I don't really know is the thing. I'm not quite familiar with how the rates here work.
For a job like this, that would take an indeterminate amount of days, the pay range lies between 450 gold pieces to upwards of 1,000.
Well, considering that you're getting something out of this too, I mean, I'm sure
that is not how this works. The guild offers flat fees for how things are paid. It is not a special offer that I can offer you all. Unfortunately, discounts are not offered in the Slayer's Colossus. All are treated equally in their ventures for hiring. The guild does not have others negotiate their own prices. They have flat price ranges that they determine the amount of gold necessary for. I can suggest that the price be not as high if they offer a higher starting price, but I cannot offer anything below 450 gold pieces.
Is there a way that we can make it, that we can get a more concrete idea of the cost? Like if we were to set a time limit, perhaps?
If you were to set a time limit, then the cost would be more determinate, yes, but it would depend on how many days you are believing this will take.
What would you estimate 3 days would be?
3 days would get you about 475 gold pieces.
Do you think we could accomplish this in 3 days?
I do not know what your plan is. Is our plan to head straight to the ruins? If so, then we could accomplish this in less than 3 days.
No, we have to make a stop at the Lamia village first.
If you wish to make stops, and I assume you wish to travel safely, then I believe that 3 days is being generous to us, running into no issues along the way, with us having to make a stop. I would argue that it is closer to more accurate that it would be 5 or 4 days.
Well, considering, we still have other engagements we need to accomplish in town this week. Are we planning on heading out there and then coming back each day, or are we staying out there for the length of it?
I would not recommend heading out and then heading back. That is, unless absolutely necessary, a huge waste of time. The more time we would spend out there, the more you all familiarize yourself with the environment, and the more information we could gather about the area surrounding the ruins. There may be things going on in the area surrounding it as well. As you likely know, the monstrosity problem has increased recently. I doubt that is a coincidence. But it would be a waste of time to go to a location then head back, as you would just be putting yourself further at risk of being attacked by something, and as well, it would be an unnecessary waste of time, as we would be backtracking a bit too much.
So, when I turn to Astrid, 4 days?
I believe 4 days would be sufficient. Is there some sort of penalty if we go over, or is it just additional what the extra day would have cost?
There'll be additional costs that exceed what the extra day was for going over scheduled time. They value their employees' time very, very, very much here. However, extenuating circumstances can lead to that being waived. Do not worry too much about us taking an extra day. I can explain that something went awry, and that is the reason why. They are not very hard about it, as long as we do not go over an absurd amount of time. Say we are not gone for 2 days over what we would say, it'll be fine. If it is just a single day, we are fine.
I have a geography question.
Is that Josie or Karina?
No, that's me.
Okay.
When have we seen? Are we knowing that? Is the Lamia village on the way to the ruins or in a different direction?
It's in the general direction of the ruins.
Okay.
You don't know if it's like right in the way of it. Like you're not.
It's not necessarily on the path.
There's not necessarily a path to the ruins. Is the thing though. There's not necessarily a road that leads there. And if there is, it's not necessarily known of, or maybe it's so old that it's like worn and run down. But it's in the general direction of the ruins, so you're not going the opposite way.
Okay.
And what do you estimate the cost for 4 days would be?
a day after the 3rd, the price increases significantly more. So it would go from 475, as I estimate, to about, and I'm just doing quick math right now, if that's why you notice that I have stopped, 535 gold pieces.
I think we can manage that between all of us.
We are an expensive guild.
Remind me out of character what else we need to do in the village, because I think the only thing we had to do was speak to the expert, and I think it's Lena, right?
Yes.
In the village or the city?
The city.
We didn't have any main story quests, if you will.
Yeah, I did mine.
I have nothing to remind you myself, so this would all anything that you believe you have to do in the city would be any of you that would enlighten Alex on this.
Yeah, just to make sure that we know we don't hire her, and then tomorrow we can't go because somebody has to do something.
Zach just stepped away, but he had to pick up his. Beryl needed to pick up her weapon in
That was 3 or 4 days.
3 to 4 days,
Yeah,
so probably
so-
long enough for us to go and come back. I don't think anyone else was waiting for.
I'll
A
tell
time?
you the only thing that could do it is, and this is if Sol did this, but if Sol scheduled anything related to her interview to be sooner than the time frame that you were setting up here. But Sol just not handed in that paper. You finished the paperwork, Sol.
Yes.
Am I wrong in assuming that you're not going to schedule the interview to say be tomorrow when you're planning to leave and be gone for like 3 to 4 days?
No, she wouldn't do
Okay,
that.
I figured that was the case, but that would be the only thing that I would lighten upon, which you're going to be able to schedule that yourself, so.
She would turn
Okay.
it in before leaving, though.
Yes, that's fine. You're going to the main desk anyway after this.
And what time of day is it right now?
God, let's see. Clock in head. You had an early day. You started.
This is still the day that we
Yes,
woke
this is
up
still
and
the
found the guy's
first.
poison.
Yep. Went out. It's about later afternoonish. You don't know the exact day. Would there be clocks in the Slayer's Colossus? There'd be clocks in the Slayer's Colossus. It is about like 4:30ish right now.
Would you need time to make preparations? Or can we leave now, or would you recommend leaving in the morning?
Looks out. Mia Village is checking the approximate time I had for the Lamia Village. Because I want to make sure she would know the exact for this. That's why. The village would be about an hour and a half, 2 hours away. Sun would start to get low by that point, but we wouldn't be quite in nighttime territory. So if we arrived at the Lamia village, and assuming they were amenable enough to us to offer us lodging, we would be fine. If not, we may be in for an interesting set of events, but we would having to set up a camp while the sun has already set, but we would likely be fine. Anything that would set upon us this close to the city proper would not be too bad. We only have to worry about that once we get out of the, let's say, city lines proper. That we have to start setting up camps hours in advance.
What's your
properly
recommendation
camped.
as an expert of the area?
I would like to leave as soon as possible if we're going to do this. I have waited more than I would have liked to finally go and get this done. There are answers waiting for me at that in those ruins that I need. So I would like to leave as soon as possible. I believe the safest bet perhaps would be to delay it, but I do not believe we are putting ourselves in considerable danger by leaving now. And I would recommend leaving now if you wish to get this done in any sort of timely manner.
All right.
As far as preparations go, I would need a half hour to prepare some things, maybe less, and then we could meet at the, 1 second, southwest gate, I think. This gate. This might be southeast, but I don't know. See where I'm pointing?
That is southeast.
Okay. I'm bad at the compass directions. And then we can meet at the southeast gate, or you can wait for me here if you would like.
Does anybody else have any concerns or objections before I get this thing moving? I will take that as a no then. I will go speak with the woman at the front. Oh, Zach, does Beryl have any additional concerns or anything?
No.
All right, cool. Then I will go speak to the woman at the front desk and start this endeavor in motion. And she will go downstairs to talk to the lady at the front desk.
We can keep this short, but I feel like I'm gonna cut some interactions brief for a moment, because of our very late start, because I want to get us moving to a certain point. I wanted this session to sort of be on the wheels. Lena would ask what your method of travel is going to be if you're using a carriage. If you're going by foot, she'd recommend you go by foot, though, because of the dangers presented with carriage travel.
Yeah, the mayor told us that.
I imagine you'd clarify that that's what you were doing anyway, because you knew that, and she'd be A-okay with that. Then you are going to the desk to put the paperwork in for the job payment. So they'd explain this to you. So you fill out the paperwork, and they would explain to you that you need to put a down payment of half of the cost down, so that is on record, and then you'll pay the rest when you come back later. Or you could pay the whole thing now if you would like, but they generally just make you pay the half at first, because in case something goes wrong, they'd not have to refund you the whole thing. They'll just refund you the half.
Yeah.
They would ask for you to pay at this moment about 200 and let's say 65 gold pieces. With you paying 535?
Yeah, 535.
They've cut about 2 gold from the cost itself, but that is fine.
Yeah, Astrid can pay the upfront cost in entirety.
So you're just gonna pay it all? Right at the gate?
No. The down payment, I mean.
Okay.
I mean, I don't need my teammates to pay the down payment.
Okay, so down payment's put down. You get the job, fill out the paperwork. You go and hand it to Lena. Lena goes to speak with the job master. While that's going on, Sol, you hand in your paperwork. They would ask for you to pick a day that is convenient for you to come in for the background check. If you need help on this, you can just tell me how many days you want to do, and then I'd tell you the date that you would be looking for then.
The day after when we would supposedly get back.
Assuming 3 or 4 days of this job.
Okay, then 5 days.
So you want to do 5 days from now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That would be the 6th of Zazar. Unless I'm bad at counting.
Well, then that's the day she would pick.
I think that's 5 days away. It might be 6.
Yep.
It could be crazy. No, it's 5.
No, because today's the 1st,
Yes.
so 5 days from now would be...
So you can do the 6th of Zazar? Alright.
Yes.
So put that down somewhere for you. On the 6th of Zazar, you're going to have that. And then either on that same day, you're going to have your combat trial, or you will do that, you will schedule that for another day. As alright. That is scheduled. Your paperwork is handed in. And then what do you all want to do after that has concluded? What is your next aim or venture?
My armor is still messed up from the acid smog, right?
It would be, yes.
Okay. I want to see if I can get that repaired here.
At
the
Slayers?
blacksmith.
Yeah. We'll do that briefly. You'll go to the smithery. You'd tell them about the armor damages. They would tell you that they can't fix it, but they would tell you that they have mages here that mend broken armor of the sorts, and that there'd be a fee of 35 gold pieces.
Okay. So then, I would go to the captain and ask him, like, where I can find mages.
Then they would give you directions to the mages,
Okay.
to the people that would fix the armor. So you'd pay the 35 and get the armor fixed. The AC is restored as the armor is mended, as they cast magic upon it, and it fixes. That would take maybe 5 minutes.
Okay.
Anyone else? Anything in the building currently? Or anything in general? Assuming that the answer is no and that you all are good, are you going to be waiting the half hour for Lena here, or are you going to be heading to the southeast gate?
Did we tell the mayor that we were leaving today? I don't think we
Correct.
did.
You've already had this conversation. You already had the conversation with the mayor.
We did say that we were leaving today?
Correct. You
Or
did.
we...
Yes.
Okay.
We
Okay,
are
sorry.
leaving
That
today.
sounded a lot more snippy than I wanted it to sound. I don't know why.
That's right.
It wasn't supposed to be that. I wasn't annoyed or anything at that point. I was completely valid thing to ask. You had already discussed this with the mayor, though. He was the one who told you about what your preferred method of travel should be.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, then
And
I
I
think...
told him if anything changes, I can update
So-
him with a raven.
Yeah.
So we are leaving today.
Yes, that appears to be the idea.
Soda, you're good with that? Because you have your
Oh, yeah.
possible thing tomorrow?
Yeah. I don't think that was like a hard date.
You have a possible thing in an indeterminate time in the future
Yeah,
when you
exactly.
decide to go back there.
Yeah.
Right, I didn't know if it was like a hard and fast.
No,
like,
he
if
just
it-
said
if
come
it's a
back.
real thing, then yeah. I thought it was like if it is a real thing, then be back tomorrow.
He just said come back at some point and we'll do some interesting stuff. They just said that. They said come back and then something might happen and maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. He didn't
Maybe
say
you
that,
won't.
but I said that.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Tight. Roll out, Autobots.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Alright, cool, because that was the worst.
What was the worst?
Oh, I hate being in charge.
Planning things.
What level are you guys? 6?
6.
There's 6 of you?
Well, 7,
7.
6 present.
No. It's 6.
Okay.
I decided it. Okay.
Silas is like, you guys got this, right? I'll just sit and have dinner here.
Yeah.
I do have a question, Jake.
Yes.
Are there any resources, like, not even common, but, like, available on the continent to learn Ancient Elvish, or is Lena, like, my best bet?
Interesting. The best bet for learning Ancient Elvish, there are books that you could find. You would know that your library back at home has extensive resources for learning the language.
Okay.
But you don't necessarily know about about how easy it would be for you to do outside of there, knowing that you come from a elven society that pays homage to your elven heritage and roots. So you wouldn't know how readily available that is outside of your home.
Okay. If I wanted to, could I ask Lena to make me a Rosetta Stone type of deal?
So that'll be something you're gonna have to talk to Lena about.
Okay, I just didn't want to waste anybody's time. I'll ask later.
Sure. Anything else from anybody? Sorry, not anything else from anybody. The question I need an answer to still. Are you waiting here for Lena, or are you going to the southeast gate?
We can wait here.
Yeah, we can wait here. Not really
She's
sure.
got her quarters here, right?
We'll chill with the captain and Mahara.
Sure. So then I guess my question would be, are any of you trying to discuss anything of importance or ask anything of importance before you get together and leave?
While we're all just sort of gathered together waiting, Josie will very quietly say, like, I don't know if this is the best time to mention it, but I have a bomb in my bag. It was a gift, so if we get into any trouble, we got an out, I guess.
Mom? Where'd you get a bomb from?
My friend?
Did you not always have a bomb?
No, that's not really my...
That's it's a new bomb.
It's the only one.
I would not have been surprised if you had a bomb, that's all I'm saying.
I don't know how to make bombs.
Josie, I think you're the bomb.
Everybody keeps saying bomb. What's a bomb?
It's a ball that explodes real big.
Oh.
Causes the right amount of damage.
So it's magic?
No. Well, no.
I'm sure there are magic versions.
Nah, this one's just exploding, though.
Beryl, do you understand how Josie's gun works?
I've been peeking at the book. It's all very interesting.
It's like a gun without a tube.
Essentially, a small explosion happens within the barrel of the gun, and that launches the bullet very, very fast. An explosion, like Josie said, is like a gun, but without the tube part.
So it don't travel real far distances. It just sort of blows up where you put it. Well, where you put it.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. I feel like that only made people who didn't know what a bomb was more confused. Because I know what a bomb is, and
now I'm confused.
That did not explain anything at all.
I am doing all the heavy lifting here when it comes to defining things. So if anybody else would like to jump in and take over, that would be wonderful.
It's a buildup of pressure inside of... It's a combustion, really, inside of a container. In this case, a sphere. And when...
You lost her at combustion. A sort of glaze just goes over.
Josie continues to talk about the mechanics of explosions for another 3 minutes. The point is, if something's big, it can make it go away. Hopefully.
Alright.
Look, how would you explain a bomb to a child?
She's not a child. She might be 19 years old.
Arrow, you have watched me cast my fireball.
Aye?
Correct. Like that, but more dangerous.
More dangerous than that?
She nods.
My oh my.
Actually, what is the dice value of this bomb? I don't think
Hey,
I was told.
Hey, you don't know.
Uh-oh.
Hey, it's a bomb that you don't know anything about, so...
Welcome to my Saturday night world.
I'm carrying a mini nuke.
What's this do? I don't know. Use it.
Yeah, in my inventory it just says bomb, parenthetical, gift.
Bomb?
I know it's a bomb. There's no question about that.
Be a sparkler. You don't know that.
She told you it was a bomb. That is very true.
I trust her.
I just met her today, but I trust her.
Bombs also make very loud noises. So, just a heads up.
Everything I do makes very loud noises, so...
Yes, but think of Josie's gun like times 10. Very louder than Josie's gun.
It's awful loud.
And you can't be next to it when it goes off like the gun.
Yeah, you want.
It's got what's called a blast radius.
I'll make note of that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Carolina. Is the term blast radius too confusing?
Maybe.
Blast radius. Yeah, I think those two words. Maybe
They sound
radius.
like words. Yeah.
Radius, maybe, but blast for sure. I think Beryl can understand.
Like, Carolina understands stuff, but like, I don't think Carolina fully understands how your gun works. So you talking about like a barrel and whatnot, like you're confusing Carolina when you're talking about that.
The bullet goes down a tube and into a person. Zing.
It's a teleporter. Oh, okay. That's all you had to say.
So anyway, if we run into that Chimera, we got a backup plan.
All right. Oh god, I just had a really dark thought. For some reason, at some point in like previous sessions, Beryl wrote down in her material plane bucket list, meet someone with no hands.
Oh no.
Oh, we can arrange for that to happen.
We have the means. We
We
have
can
the
wa- we can
technology.
watch-
That could be you if you really wanted.
So, you all wait around. As you do, you'd get some information gleaned upon you about some dangers that you should particularly watch out for while you're out there. And particularly, they explain one thing to you. That the winter time is when the wind dragons are most active in the plains. So the further you get from the city, the more likely it is that you will run into wind dragons. More than likely, it will only be younger ones, but they are rather fierce creatures, and you do not want to get into a scuffle with them, you're told. If possible. However, if you do, they tell you that they are smart creatures. They're very intelligent. They're not monsters. They are intelligent beings. They're dragons. And that if you get into conflict with them, you could possibly talk your way out of it, if any of you speak Draconic, but as well that they would assuredly flee upon there being any sort of life-threatening injury or indication that they cannot fight you anymore. Aside from that, they would really tell you to be cautious of traveling while you are harmed, or to really make sure that you cover up your injuries and make yourself look more hardy and healthy than you are if you're traveling, as you may attract the death vultures, which are vultures that are massive sized, that are big enough to carry any one of you off away in their massive claws, that will very opportunistically set up ambushes on those that look weak enough for them to attack. And that their breath can cause you to become extremely exhausted, as they exude a decaying breath of death. And you'd learn that these are as well a monstrosity, created by that same fun guy you've been learning so much about every time monstrosities are brought up, the Mad Mage. Carolina, you would have heard of them before, as they're not a common problem, but they're a problem across the land. Sol, you have definitely heard of them before, with your proximity to the desert. Though you are in the jungle, you are close enough to the desert, and the death vultures are vicious and very, very numerous there. And sometimes they end up over here. You know that they are intelligent creatures that are capable of advanced communication between them, and that because of this, they do build like small, tight-knit packs of hunters as well. So they always move together in a pack. Never encountered one yourself, but you know of their dangers. So they would glean upon you some of that information. And eventually Lena would come down, dressed fully in her armor, with a pack on her back that is clearly filled with items and such, and what looks like a bag of holding on her side that is tightly shut, with her bow set up behind her and carrying a variety of different arrows. All of you would be ready to move out. So, before you leave, is there anything that you would like to do before leaving the city? Anything you need to discuss with Lena or anyone present? And, yeah, basically your final preparations before leaving. This is your last note. And after we cover your final preparations, I'm going to get you through the gate, and then we're going to call break after that. For 5 minutes. So, any final preparations from anybody? Looking like that's a no. So all of you prepared and ready, gather up and start to move. As you move through the city, at this hour, it is a bit crowded, as people are returning from the strenuous jobs that they started very early in the morning. As they are moving back, you see folk coming in from out of the city, back to their homes, and people who live outside going from in the city outside back to their homes. As you travel on the roads, making your way past large carts carried by horses, and make it to the massive walls of the southeast gate. As you approach, there are guards stationed all at the sides. As people are exiting and going through, they are giving people an eye over and doing quick little checks at them, to make sure that everything is proper and as it seems with how things are as of recently. And you can see as well that they are stopping every carriage that goes by as they appear to be looking for someone. I feel in this party there are enough insightful individuals and there are enough intelligent individuals to know that they are likely looking for Tanilla, that the search for her likely still continues, and that they are making absolutely sure that she is not sneaking out of the city currently using a carriage or any sorts. As they are checking carriages as they come by, and anyone particularly that looks to be a woman, they are stopping, and if they are like wearing hoods or anything like that, they are just checking that they are not her. As you can see that the search for her is still at its peak. As you arrive towards the gates, you are not given much trouble by the guards. They look you over, presenting your variety of different badges that you could. You are not given any sort of trouble as you make your way past the gates, and the road lies before you as you move through the shantytown. As moving past the gates, you instantly find yourself in this more less very down-to-earth sort of built homes and buildings. In the city, there are more tall stone brick buildings inside. As you move through the towns outside of the city, you see mostly wood, maybe a stone building occasionally, a stone and wood. Never one that is just stone as you move past. But stone buildings all around you, a lot of different small stables at the side of it. You can see that there's a lot of livestock and such directly near the city. As you begin to move past, following the road, you move out, moving past the bridge that goes over the river. As you can see what looks like small little piers and docks set up at the river. As you can see that there is some river fishing that goes on directly at the river where they catch fish here. As you move past and you find yourself standing outside of the towns and before the massive road before you leading towards the plains. And we're going to call break there. And we'll be back in 5 minutes. I'd ask that you try and be back on time because of us starting late, and we're going to call our break now. do music for me. I've not changed the music yet, but if I change the playlist track and any of you want to know what I'm changing it to, that will eventually happen. It's annoying that Roll20 is not being cooperative for when I change the page for you guys today for the other screen.
Oh, wait. Speaking of which, isn't it possible to play music through Roll20?
Yes, but I'm not doing that right now.
No, I know not now.
It's a very... I have to download the music too. Anyway,
Okay.
so what was the travel pace that you all are looking to go at?
My vote would be for normal.
Yeah, I was gonna say normal.
Yeah, unless Lena recommends anything otherwise, I would say normal.
Lena would recommend the pace you are comfortable with, but she would highly be adverse to going at a slow pace at this moment. Soul, there's a battle map before you for random encounters. Place yourself where you would be in a sort of moving formation as you are making your way down the road. Okay. So it seems like you're going to be moving at a normal pace then. That is perfectly fine. Perfect. So then my next question would be, is anyone looking to are you looking to try and keep an eye out? At a normal pace, you cannot stealth, but you can perception check while you're moving if you would like. So are any of you trying to keep eyes forward as you're moving? I can tell you that Lena is, assuredly as well.
Yeah,
so.
Josie absolutely is.
So I'm going to do her roll, and I will... make it public. Where's perception for... Hey! Look at that, wow.
Damn, son.
Good fucking roll from Lena. On that perception check, she decided to say, wow. She decided to really show her knowledge of the area. She had advantage on the roll, too, because of it being a familiar terrain for her. Alrighty. Okay. Asher with a 26, Josie with a 23, Beryl with a 21, and Soul with a 24, and then Lena with a 26 as well. Yeah, you guys are watching the path before you very, very cautiously and adjusting your paces to try and maneuver around any sort of obstacles or threats. As you can assuredly tell that if there is any issues on the road, unless they are incredibly, incredibly stealthy or invisible, you will see it before it is set upon you. Can I get a roll of 2d10 plus 5 from... Why don't I do Soul? So 2d10 plus 5. We'll see what you roll for that. 15. Interesting. As we get a 15 going. Is this real? Why is this happening to me today? Now my fucking cursor just vanished.
Oh no.
There we go. Jesus Christ, dude. As you move, The first two to spot this are Lena and Astrid, in fact, as all of you are moving forward. Astrid, you notice about the same time that Lena does. You see what looks like off in the distance, maybe about 120 feet from you. You see what looks like a variety of different yeah, your perception's good. You see off in the distance there appears to be what looks like humanoid shapes that are laid flat on the ground, as if injured or dead off in the distance. As you've crossed through these grassy plains, you have been mostly going over hills and flatlands currently right now. The snow has... as you have gotten past the city roads, the snow is no longer covering the grass of the roads. You instead just see the sort of wintry grass around. And in the distance, you see what looks like a few different humanoid shapes, about 4, that lie on the ground in the distance. And then circling above those humanoid shapes in the sky above them, there is a ring of what looks like 6 large winged bird creatures flying above, their wings flapping as they are circling above these individuals laid upon the ground. They are massive with these huge wingspans. And is a 26 good enough for me to decide if you actually see them? Yeah. As you see what looks like a grotesquely muscular form of a vulture with glowing green eyes, and what looks like rotting meat dripping from its beak. Its flesh is a sort of light grayish color as you see it flying through the sky. Its feathers a darkish black purple, and the feathers of its wings a darkish black purple, and the feathers around its chest and body a grayish color as well. I have an image that I will post in the chat currently. There'll be a token as well, but that's if you decide that you are going to do anything. But first, where is my image? Give me 1 second. As you see those circling in the sky, you'd see that Lena notices around the same exact time that you do, and she holds a hand up to stop you all for a moment, and points it out to those of you that eventually you all would see it anyway, but she pointing it out brings your attention to it much quicker as you see these hard creatures flying through the sky above there. And what do you do as your eyes lay onto theirs? Well, as you lay your eyes onto these winged forms above. As she would go, death vultures, hard monstrosity. Looks like they're circling some recently deceased. Posted the image in Augon, D&D Talk.
They sound like pretty nasty things.
Yes, they are.
So we want to keep our distance, yeah?
She's, looking ahead as she looks out. She goes, ideally, yes, but I can't tell if they're circling carrion or injured individuals.
Well, if they're circling, doesn't that imply they're not quite dead yet?
It could. Or it could imply that they're laying a trap for people to approach. As you can...
They're intelligent enough for that.
They're very smart. They lay traps all the time. They know that we are prone to help one another. So they could be laying a trap for people that didn't notice them circling above to go and investigate the bodies. And then they would swoop down and attack. It's a classical tactic for them. If that is what they're doing, it's likely that there was one body there to start originally, and that those other 3 were unfortunate people who were just looking to help that also got added to the list.
Are the bodies they use for the traps? Do they kill them?
They can leave living bait sometimes. Though they prefer not to, as they are smart enough to understand that we will try to warn folk if we know that it's a trap. Though there have been reports of them tearing out the tongues of people they've left alive so that they could not call to warn them, only so that they could call for help. They have a deadly intellect, these engineered foul creatures.
I don't see what we stand to gain by getting ourselves involved in this.
We would not stand to gain anything, but if there were living people, we would be saving their lives.
Well, I was getting to that, but it seems like what you said, these people are, even if there is any living, they're kind of as good as dead, if not mutilated. I say we move on.
You all are my employers, so I can give my opinion, but I am left to the discretion of you all. What would you like to do?
Can you give me their distance from us in feet, or if you could?
So the site where the bodies are on the ground is about 110 feet away. And they are circling in the air, maybe about, let me double check this, because they would be circling at an angle that they could swoop in quickly. Yeah, they're circling at about 60 feet up in the sky. So you're looking about, overall, about 170 feet away, I believe they are from you total, at that angle, just going straight up. Sight 110 feet with them 60 feet up in the air.
Okay, message is 120 feet.
That is correct.
So I'm gonna try and message each of the individuals to see if any are conscious.
Alrighty. I'd say roll me 4 D100s.
Okay.
What are you saying in your message? And can you link the message spell?
Yes. Doesn't specify how long the message has to be.
It just has to fit within 6 seconds.
Okay.
One round of.
Are you alive?
You would get a message back in your mind in a sort of weak and tired voice of what sounds like a woman that just goes, "Yes."
Just the one?
Just the one.
Can I make out gender from this distance?
No.
Okay.
You'd have to get a bit closer.
Okay. One of them is still alive. Or at least conscious enough to say she's alive.
Well then, it certainly has a bit of a moral conundrum.
Josie, you see Lena tighten her hand around her bow very tensely as this is happening.
How many vultures did you say that we saw?
There are 6 up in the sky.
Oh.
That's how many we are.
Yeah.
Astrid, you would have also saw Lena tightening her grip, and so would have Soul.
I mean, we can't just leave her there. Right?
You said they're about 170 feet away from us?
170, yeah.
So let's start stealthing forward.
Okay. As Soul starts to move forward.
Yeah,
Is there-
Beryl grips her Maquahital and moves alongside her.
Are we on like a path, like in the middle of like trees and like forest?
No, there's no trees. It's open plains.
Yeah, in that case.
So stealthing forward, I meant towards the birds.
I understood what you meant. Thank you for clarification, though.
Let's not be hasty. We could maybe be smart about this. Soul, if you're able to heal the injured individual at this distance, I could cast darkness around them and have them make a break for it. The vultures wouldn't know exactly what to do.
Be picked off.
Well, can you cast heal
How
at this
much
distance?
darkness can you create?
I think it's 15. I think it's a sphere of 15 feet. But let me see. Yeah, 15-foot radius sphere.
If they cannot run.
I mean, even if they do, the vultures could swoop down just as fast and pick them off then.
It would at least buy us some time to start shooting at the vultures before they got to the individual. If we told the individual to stay put, we put darkness around this person.
That's how big they are, by the way.
There.
Where are we hiding? It is likely that they can see us already.
So we're just gonna run headlong into a trap. I don't feel good about leaving this person for dead either, but it's a lot of vultures.
The vultures can't, like, magically mimic human speech, right?
No, they can't do that, from my understanding. They are not that advanced. They do not speak our language, but they understand it. I, again, am your employee, so I will leave this to what you all decide to do. However, if this individual is injured and the vultures are circling and we do not do what we are wishing to do soon, it is likely that they do not have much more time, I will point out.
So we'll stealth forward some more.
So I would recommend coming to a conclusion of what you wish to do sooner than later.
Lena, have you killed one before?
I've killed many before.
How many arrows does it take?
That's a good question. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do quick math, because... Okay. On average, or on a good day?
Let's call it average.
Thank you, that makes it easier for me. Yeah, 1 second. I'm accounting for something. On average, for me, if it's normal day and normal day for them, about 3. They're not particularly hard to hit. They just have a very nasty. They just have a very nasty stench, and they can exhale a horrid, foul breath of death upon you.
Does anybody have anything that can bring them closer to the ground?
How close is Soul right now to the
How many feet would you have moved up?
30?
Moving 30 feet up to the vultures, you would be... sorry, 1 second. You'd be 140 feet. To the actual site of the injured individual, you'd be 80 feet. And 1 second. I'm going to move you guys back a bit and move you there.
But she can move 20 feet closer.
You're going to move 20 feet closer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as you move 20 feet closer.
Then she's gonna hold up her hand and look back, and then start dropping fingers.
How many, what amount of fingers are you dropping?
5.
You have 5 seconds to make a decision before Soul appears to do something. So I'm going to allow each of you to tell me if you're going to do something or if you're planning to do something at the same time Soul is. And you will have about 10 seconds to give me that decision of what you're trying to do before I pass you up and you are not quick enough to act. So starting with you, Isaac, Soul is counting down 5. Giving you about 10 now, so what would you like to do?
Oh, for the love of... Indeed. Move forward about, like 30 feet, I guess.
Just moving forward 30 feet?
Yeah, and then he'd cast darkness around the injured individual.
Are you doing that at the same time Soul does what she is doing, or are you doing that? Okay, so you're timing to do that. Okay. Alright, Josie, now on you. Got about 10 seconds.
This is a esoteric sort of question, I guess, but does Soul look like she's about to attack or, like, heal?
I'd say you guys have traveled far with each other for long enough so that Soul's intentions are fairly clear, unless she is trying to be intentionally misleading. So, Soul, are your intentions clear, or are you trying to mislead the party?
Her intentions are clear. She's trying to attack.
Yeah.
Okay, this looks like a...
Like I'm about to fuck shit up.
Yeah, that's what... I mean, that is the vibe she was giving off, so it was clear, but, you know... Maybe she's just healing really angrily. Alright,
So what are you doing?
She will... This is the correct distance accurately represented?
No. They are 170 feet from you.
Ah, Christ. You know what would be great to have during this time? Fucking rifle.
What are you doing? I'm giving you 10 more seconds again because you asked questions before it passes you up.
God, I'm so bad at math.
So if they're 60 feet in the air,
60 feet in the air, 110
100
from the site, 170 from.
wait. $170, like, at a direct diagonal to us.
Correct.
Okay, so then the people would be 160 feet from us.
What are you doing, Josie?
She'll move forward. I don't think even here, up next to Soul, I'm in range to get Hunter's Mark on them, but...
So from there, that was do. Okay. Because you moved up how many feet? You know what? Scratch that. We're gonna do this an easier way. No, we're not. I don't know how to set that up properly. Never mind. So, are you just moving up?
I moved up. I'm 35 feet from where I was, so that would be 145 feet away.
25.
So, sure. So still not close enough to cast anything, but she'll have gotten closer.
Are you going to dash to move closer to try and close the distance for when the actual initiative starts?
No.
Okay.
I do not want to be the first person in there. I am a baby.
All right, that's fair. Okay, that is Josie. Beryl, what would you be doing?
Yeah, Beryl grips the Makuhito tight and just full-blown mad dashes 80 feet.
Is that your full dash distance?
Yes.
Okay. So full 80. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Hey, you're convenient. Okay. That will be you. Astrid. What are you doing? Got about 10 seconds.
Astrid is going to give Bardic Inspiration to Lena.
Okay. Soul, I know what you're doing, or I know you're about to do something at the end of 5 seconds, or about the end of this round. Carolina, what are you doing? 10 seconds.
I want to get in like 120 feet within like them.
So to get 120 feet, you would just need to move 40 feet forward.
I want to do it at like. Yeah.
I know this math isn't perfect, guys, and I'm sorry about that, but to accomplish that, you can move and then use your bonus action to cunning action dash if you want to have your action still to do something.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So you're gonna move 40.
How do I do the thing again where I like
Q. Hold Q while you're moving. So you're moving 40, and then what are you doing once you reach there?
I'm going to.
Hurry up! I gotta know.
I'm gonna hold. Hold my hand crossbow, and I'm gonna wait until they make a move before I shoot.
So you're gonna wait for them to start moving toward you all, or so toward you guys, and then you're gonna shoot?
Either them moving, whichever occurs first, them going towards us or going towards the lady who was below.
Sure. Okay. So you do that. All right. So the order of actions is known, and I know what you guys are doing. So beautiful, perfect. Time for the first music chains of the session. I'll post the music playlist in here. You can click on it if you want to listen. As Soul, you count down 5 seconds, and then what do you do?
Activate Mantle of Flame and Fireball, the one closest to her.
Firebolt or you're fireballing?
Bolt.
Okay. As you firebolt the one closest, I'd say they're all in about equal range, so I'm going to say you target... I'm going to give them all different colors. So that one is that color. This one is green. This one is blue. And at any point, if you want to just tell me which you're going to target for which color, you can do that. Red? Okay. Because you're going to target red. There's purple. And then there is that color. Okay. So you're targeting red?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So give me a firebolt attack. Very luckily, a 13 hits. I would not say you have advantage as you realize that they are aware of you. You're still going to get this round off, but it is not a surprise round, as they are aware of your attack, and then we're going to move into initiative immediately after, as they do appear to have known that you were here. However, that hits. What are you saying?
I'm going to activate Conflagration.
Conflagration.
Of Destruction.
Got it. Okay.
It's on fire currently.
Okay. As you do good amount of fire damage, and it does that. Does it take the another additional 14 immediately?
Yes.
Okay. As you burn away at it, as it begins to char some in the air, and even from this distance, as it begins to burn and rot away from this distance, you begin to smell the putrid scent of the burning of rotting flesh from a distance, as you burn away at this vulture. Is that you? Is that the thing you're holding to do?
Yes.
Okay. Wow, that is a good one, Beryl, that you did using the orb. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
like,
really
holy,
that's really convenient.
That's basically the best one I could have gotten.
Going next in order, Isaac, you cast your darkness. That's you.
Yeah.
Or do you have a bonus action you'd like to do?
No, that's
okay. Josie, then you you did what you did. You're there. Beryl, you did what you did. You're there. You gave Bardic Inspiration, Astrid, you did what you did. And then Carolina, you're holding for when they move. Got it. Okay. So Lena, let me just double check Lena, because she would have done something. Lena is not in range, but she would have just had to move up to about where Soul is. And then she would have taken 3 attacks with her great bow, as she draws the bow back, and she is going to take 3 strikes at the one that Soul unleashed her bolt of flame upon. As let's give it up for Lena and hope she's gonna roll well today. I don't know why I say give it up for Lena like this is some sort of a show, but I guess it is in some ways. Actually, this is a show. So 1.
That paycheck.
That's a definite hit.
Lena, you have allied
2,
yourself with this
and
idiot.
3. Those are 3.
What will you do
hits.
now?
As doot, doot, and doot. As doot, doot, doot. I'm pretty sure this vulture is fucking dead, by the way. So that's 20 off the first. 21 off the second. As they are not appear to resistant of any of this. And then what is a 31 on the last. Yeah, as that vulture, you shoot your bolt of flame at its soul, and immediately you see Lena rush up to your side and loose 3 arrows at once as they just go ping into the side of the vulture's head, ping into the side of the neck, and then 1 into the side of the body as it begins plummeting down to the ground. In the darkness, you just hear a loud thump as it splatters onto the ground, falling to the ground dead. As you start off the combat with one of them very fully dead, as that is that starting round. We are going to roll initiative, as all of you can do so now.
Jake, because
What's up?
I don't think it was ever mentioned. I'm guessing that the Hellfire Flintlock has the same range as a normal flintlock.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
I did not make a handout again that for you.
That's okay. I have all the information in the characters.
Yes. Silas, I didn't have Silas do anything, but he would have moved. And then moved. And that would have been Silas's round of initiative. Now we get to do the funny birds. Perfect. This is a perfect and easy way of setting up their initiative. And one of them's dead already, so... Yep. This we will just move them down. What's the... I'm gonna have to move these guys down as I do this, but I'm going to move them back up immediately after. Because I have to manually enter their initiatives. So apologies for that. However, wow, look at that. Not too great for them. As we start the round proper off with Soul. So Soul, the battlefield lies before you. There is a dead vulture that has fallen to the ground. And what are you going to do? For some reason, this is broken over here, and I'm going to fix it. Weird. Okay, now it's not broken. That one's moved. There we go. So, Soul, what are you going to do? As there is 5 vultures circling above. They are very clearly aware of you, and one of them is now dead. And actually, I'm going to roll something very quickly, just to be absolutely sure. But I'm pretty sure they are going to be here still. Yeah. As they all appear to still be aggressive and still are clearly looking to descend upon you all.
Okay. She's going to use her action to cast a 2nd level Bless on herself, Josie, Isaac, and our new friend.
So Lena as well, okay?
Then I guess she would pull out her Makuito and look up and just scream, "How dare you!"
Okay.
And that's her turn.
Alrighty. Barrel.
Oh, okay. You said they are 60 feet above?
Yes, but you moved 80 feet forward. So from you, currently they are 90 feet away.
Right.
So
Okay.
you can, to get to 60, what's the, I don't know what the range of your weapon is now, actually. Is it 60?
It's 60, yeah, 20, 60.
I
I think. Hang on, let me double check. Yeah, 20 feet in a long range of 60 feet.
So you just have to move 30 feet if you wanted to attack at a long range.
Okay. So, yeah, so I would run another 30 feet, and reckless attack. So,
I do not believe that would work to give you advantage, however, though, because reckless only works on melee weapon attacks, I believe.
oh, does it?
Correct. And I would still count this as a ranged attack, even though it is your
Melee weapon.
melee
attack.
weapon.
Oh, yeah, it would be. That's fair. Okay. Alrighty then.
One level, double dip barbarian rogue would be real something if you could do that.
Yeah. Okay. Then, Okay, here's what I'll do. I will. Yeah. I'll just go for it.
Okay.
At disadvantage. Let's say, we'll do the orange one.
Okay. 15 definitely hits.
15 hits?
Yes.
Excellent. And I'm gonna put a Bite of the Wilds on that.
Can you read Bite of the Wilds real quick and check if it says weapon attacks or melee weapon attacks as well? Because
yeah,
I don't know if the function was melee weapon attacks or not, or if it was more.
When it just says when you make the attack action and hit.
Okay, then that's fine.
Okay. Alright, so I have to roll a d6 to determine the type of damage. 3. It's gonna be lightning. Terrific. Haha, yeah.
Okay. As it is stunned and it is going to start falling.
Yes. Beautiful. Takes
So
an
at the
additional
end of this
6.
round, it's going to fall to the ground.
Takes an additional 6 lightning damage when damaged by an attack while stunned. The target can make a con save to end the effect early. Okay. And that's me, like, literally just freaking chucking the Makuhito at it as it just kind of sparks into lightning and just spins and whacks it in the face. And then, as a second attack, I will pull out a javelin.
Okay.
And I think that has a range of 3120. So it would still be at disadvantage, but I'm going to chuck it at that same one that I just hit.
Sure. It definitely hits.
Get it.
Is that javelin magical?
It is not.
It appears to not be as effective then.
Okay. But it does take an additional 6 lightning damage.
Yes.
On top of that. And that is going to be me.
Alrighty then. As that is Beryl, it goes to you, Isaac.
Seeing the orange one fall, Isaac will target the blue one.
Okay.
Cast Hex of the Mired Mind on it.
You sure?
Am I sure? Yeah.
Okay.
And shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts. First shot. Oh, that's so poopy.
Nope, that's a miss with a nat 1, unfortunately.
Second shot.
It hits with your +6, so.
Okay. And that's
Hex of the Mired Mind, is it psychic damage or necrotic damage?
Psychic.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's me. 13 damage.
Okay. As it goes to you, Josie.
All right. Assessing this situation, I'm just going to move my full speed and then use my action to dash, which should bring me within 65 feet.
Okay. Alrighty.
I don't know where to put myself to represent that.
You can just put yourself at the precipice of the vultures.
And so that was my move, my action. As a bonus action, I will cast Hunter's Mark on the pink one.
Okay, so the pink one gets Hunter's Marked.
And that is me.
This one's hexed, this one's Hunter's Marked. Okay. Orange one is stunned, I believe.
Yeah.
As it goes to the orange one, can make a Constitution saving throw to end this effect early. However, at the start of its turn, it is going to fall and hit the ground, and it is going to take some fall damage. So it's every 10 feet it fell. It fell 60 feet, so that is 66 fall damage. So let's see. As he takes 20 fall damage as he falls to the ground.
Hell yeah.
And I'm going to make him a con save to see if he is stunned anymore. Pretty good at con saves, actually. So let's see. With a 12, though, that is going to fail. So that is going to be its turn.
Nice.
The purple one, however, you have moved precisely in range for it to fly down toward you, Beryl, as it's going to fly and go and start to attack you as it flies down 60 feet. And it is going to, as it flies down, open its maw. As its maw opens and you see this buildup of horrid, this fluidish purple miasma in its mouth that just blows out toward you as it lands with a screech. And I need a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck, I completely forgot to add the extra lightning damage to the Bite of the Wilds. A Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
That is
God.
going to be a fail. Wow.
Terrible.
They're
not undead, are they?
No, these are monstrosities, unfortunately. 1 second. What's the natural roll for? Okay, you luckily did not fail a certain margin, so it's just going to be damage.
Okay.
As you are going to take 21 points of necrotic damage as this breathes out onto you. As it does. And yeah, that's it. And that is its turn.
Alright.
It'll go to Lena. I cannot add Bless to NPC sheets, so I'm just going to have to do it manually if she needs to. And she's going to take an attack. She's going to take 3 attacks at the one that just set upon Beryl. As she is going to attack 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it doesn't need it on any of them. So she goes boom, boom, boom. As that vulture is looking very bad. Beryl, it also flew down within 5 feet of you. I need to check something really quickly. Nope. Okay. And that vulture looks terrible.
Jake, would you let me roll my lightning damage on the orange guy?
Yes.
Thank you.
Goes to Silas, and Silas is gonna do.
Made 10.
Okay. So additional 10 on him. Silas is going to chill touch the one that is attacking. No, he wouldn't do that, actually, with what they do. That seems like a bad idea. I guess he'd just go and, take a light crossbow attack. So that's what he's going to do, is he shoots with his light crossbow. And this should have sneak attack. Barrels within 5 feet. Let's see if he hits. 15 hits. As that vulture falls to the ground dead. And that is him. Astrid.
Okay. I need to get in. So Astrid's gonna dash to move 60 feet.
Okay.
I'm still not going to be in range right now, so I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Beryl.
Okay, as Beryl receives Bardic Inspiration. And it goes to Carolina. If that's you, Astrid.
I literally can't do anything else.
I'm realizing now, James, I'm so sorry. I did not give you your attack on it when it drew closer to Beryl. You could do that now, and Silas will redirect his attack if you hit and you killed it. So you can do your attack now. Very sorry about that. Yeah, you hit. Definitely would have killed it with sneak attack and everything as it fell to the ground dead. Silas would have directed his attack at the pink one then, who would have taken his damage, just would not have had sneak attack. Then it goes to you, Carolina, your actual turn, as what do you do?
So these are from where I moved. The blue one is still 60 feet in the air, right? From me?
Blue one?
Yeah, this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Blue one has not gotten his turn yet.
What is the mark on that one? That one was hexed by...
Hexed by Isaac.
What has Isaac used that hex before? Because I don't want to attack it if it's gonna mess something up. For him.
You
No,
know
he's
it's not
okay.
gonna it's not gonna mess something up.
Okay. Then I will try and shoot that one with my hand crossbow.
Okay, you can make the attack. Unfortunately, 11 won't hit. Is that you?
Let's see. I guess then I'll move over here. My 30 feet. And I'll give the help action to Lena.
Okay. And that's
Yeah,
you?
that's mine. Yep.
Alrighty. So it goes to this vulture, the green one. It'll move. I'm gonna move it over so that it's like here, but it flies down to go and attack Beryl. And it is going to exhale its breath at you as well, Beryl. Which, frankly, isn't a good idea, but it doesn't know that. It just knows that you didn't seem to like it before. Make a con save. Yeah, that's more akin to what would be expected. As you succeed, and you take half of 32 necrotic damage.
I'm going... okay, so that would be...
16.
16. I'm going to... I'm going to burn 2 charges of the Orb of the Wild Soul to absorb planar elements.
Okay. So you absorb the necrotic. I'm just going to tell you, don't bother with the damage. They're immune to necrotic damage. When you attack next time, it's not going to do anything.
That's fine.
But you have it again.
To reduce the...
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh. So 16 reduced to 8.
Yes, as you succeed. It goes to the blue one, who's going to fly down as well. They still haven't quite learned this yet, so another exhaling of its breath. So another con save. Terrible damage roll from him. You succeed as you take half of... another half, which is 14 necrotic damage. Take half of
7.
14. Yep.
Okay.
And you take half of the 7 as well, because you have resistance to that till the start of your next turn.
14 was the... okay.
14 is the damage you took, to 7.
7 and then reduced to 3.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Cool.
And that is its turn. Pink one is going to fly down and is going to start attacking Beryl as well. Just put it here for the sake of posterity, but it's not that close to Josie. This one has sort of learned the lesson. So it is just going to swing at you twice. It's going to take one attack with its claws and one attack with its beak. So the claws first, as it comes in, trying to slam at you with its claws. That's going to be a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right.
Lunar Virtue.
Okay.
So plus 4.
Believe that does not hit then.
Okay. Then it does
Right,
not
and
hit.
it takes 10 radiant.
As it takes 10 radiant damage. And then it will bring its beak down for its follow-up attack. 16 is a miss.
Yes, yep.
As that is its turn. And it goes to Soul.
Okay, she'll move up 35 more feet.
Okay.
So where on the map should I go?
You can just move up 35 feet. You can move yourself like there if you want.
Okay. Then how does Beryl look?
How does Beryl look?
Sorry, I was muted. Technically not bloodied.
Yeah, technically not. That really is technically not bloodied.
Yeah.
The most technically not bloodied you can get, as in she is 1 hit point over bloodied.
Yeah.
And how close is she to the nearest one?
I'm right up against them.
She's surrounded by 3 of them
several
within
of
5
them.
feet.
Well, how close is Soul to the nearest one? So
So you first turn you moved up 30 and then an additional 20. Sorry, I'm doing the math again. And then you've moved up another 35 now. And they were 70. So you're about 85 feet from the closest one.
Okay. Guess she'll try out again and firebolt the blue one.
Blue one, got it. Okay. That's a crit. So sorry about that crit damage and that base damage, though. That's really something.
Then I guess she'll use first level healing word on Beryl.
Okay.
There. And then reconstructive healing.
Okay.
And that would be her turn.
Got it. Beryl, at the start of your turn, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. I'm going to say that only one of these can proc while you're within 5 feet of them, or else you'd have to make 3. Which would be a lot. So, a con save, please. As the...
Fixing my health.
As at the front of this, the putrid stench of death wafts off the grotesquely muscled vulture as it just emanates throughout the area. However, the stench does not seem to invade or bother your senses, as you are fine. As start your turn, what are you doing? Normal actions. There are 3 of them within 5 feet of you right now.
Okay.
Actually, I think all of them are within 5 feet of you currently.
Yeah. I'm gonna take my first. So the Makuhito is resummoned in my hands.
Appears right
I'm
at the
gonna
start of your turn.
The first hit against the stunned orange guy.
Okay.
Because
stunned orange guy would be in the darkness, technically.
would he? Okay.
Yes, so you cannot see him. He is not within 5 feet of you. Because
Okay.
he's the only one that did not move up.
Right, because he fell, and so he
And
just
he
went
was
straight
stunned.
down.
Yeah, he
That
just
makes
went
sense.
straight down. The other
makes
ones
sense.
are within 5 feet of you. Orange one,
Okay.
excluded. Sorry about that.
Okay, that's okay. All right, then I will hit the. I'll go for the pink one.
Alright, roll an attack. Just have to roll better than 11.
Uh-huh.
Definitely a hit. As you smack the pink one. As it takes 10. Alrighty.
And then. Fuck it. I'll hit that one a second time.
Got it. Alrighty, good damage. As it's looking pretty bad. Is that you?
That's me.
Okie dokie. Isaac?
Isaac would run up to like right here, right there.
Okay.
Take aim at the blue one again,
Mm-hmm.
and 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Alright, 2 Eldritch Blasts. Hit. And a hit. And he does not like that, let me tell you. Especially does not like the 12 on that first one. As he is looking pretty bad after those strikes. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Alright, Josie.
Hello, I'm sorry to have to keep asking questions about distance.
That's okay. It's not evidently clear.
I was within 65 feet of them when they were all in a row.
Correct. They've
The
moved
pink
closer
one-
now to Barrel.
The pink one moved. Can you tell me roughly how far that one away is from me?
They're all within range of you.
Okay, I have 2 ranges.
Correct. They're within
So-
range.
For both?
Correct. Well,
Okay.
they're within about 60 feet range.
Okay. They're within 60 feet?
Yeah.
Technically, neither of them are. They're not in any range.
Actually, wait, are they within 60?
But they're in a range.
You can shoot them.
Yes, but it will be a disadvantage.
Actually,
Which is fine.
Yeah, it's not evidently clear, and I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. I'm sorry that things have ranges. But it's fine. If the mark's 11, I'm not worried. I'm gonna fuck it up now. Anyway, I'm gonna shoot at the pink one.
Yeah, you definitely
Cool.
get.
Cool.
Technically, you'd be within 45 feet range of them. Actually, now that I did the math.
Okay,
properly.
cool. That means that one was. That's fine.
That hits though. As do. See the damage. Okay. He is not happy about that. Another attack, or
Yes, I will
Okay.
attack him again.
definitely a hit. And he is looking no, he's dead. As you blast him through his putrid skull as he falls to the ground.
Cool. The purple one's in darkness.
The orange one is in darkness.
Orange, yes. I looked at orange and said purple.
They have purple borders. The purple one's dead, technically.
Purple one's dead. Orange is in darkness, so I cannot see.
Correct.
And so I will fire my bonus action offhand at the blue one, but it is almost certainly a disadvantage because
Okay.
that one's got a tiny.
Got it. It still hits though. As do, and then the hellfire. Yeah. All right, is that you?
That is me.
Okay. As it goes to orange, make a con save, see if he's stunned still. What is the DC, Barrel?
15.
Fails. Rolled a 13. They have a +6 to con saves. Purple one is dead. It goes to Lena. I have a very feeling that the blue one is... I have a strong feeling that the blue one is about to be dead, as she is going to take an attack at it. I'll do this one at a time. As it hits, the blue one falls to the ground dead, and then she is going to take her last 2 attacks at the green one. As it goes to the green. Just hits! And it just hits! Holy shit, dude! You're kind of close there, Lena. She's roll a nat 1 to miss. That's true for Josie as well, actually. These guys are not designed to be AC monsters. That one falls to the ground dead. What's up with that? No, I was doing the wrong one. I was doing the HP for the wrong one. Orange one is not dead. Orange one is still alive inside the darkness, though none of you can see it. After that, she would just call out, "Drop the darkness so we can finish the other one off!" And that is her turn. Isaac, would you drop the darkness, or are you going to maintain it?
No, if I'm able to do that immediately.
That's a
then
free
yeah.
action to drop concentration.
Yeah, then he would.
Okay. As the darkness drops, the orange one is still there. Stunned, clearly, still. As it'll go to Silas. We'll have him move up, and he'll get into range, and he will take a light crossbow attack. 18 will hit. Does not apply sneak attack, but it does do 10 piercing damage to him, and that is his turn. 6 lightning as well. And then it goes to Astrid.
Alright, is orange on the ground or in the sky?
Orange is on the ground. And
Alright.
stunned.
Okie dokie. Then I will cast Shatter 10 feet behind it so I don't hit anybody.
You're imagining trying to not hit the any of the bodies as well?
Yeah, is that possible?
It's cutting it close, but I would allow it, yes. So the answer
I
is
just wanna make
yes.
sure. It is 10 feet. Okay.
Okay, con save DC 16. Watch him succeed this one, but of course fail all of the ones to not be stunned. No, he fails that one still, as he takes 16 thunder damage, which is not pleasant for him. He is a bird. Despite being a big bird, his bones are still hollow, so you just all hear a very unpleasant cracking.
God.
I actually don't know if vultures have hollow bones. That might be wrong.
Probably do.
I see Green is on the case.
That'll be me this round then.
Yes, they have hollow bones.
Yes.
Okay, that's you.
Yes.
Carolina.
Hey, I have a very quick, unfortunate question.
Yes.
Which is, amongst the things I forgot to note about the Hellfire Flintlock is what its misfire is.
Mm-hmm.
Because on that hit with it, since I was at disadvantage, I would have rolled a 2.
It does not have a misfire.
Oh, shit.
Its misfire is a natural 1 only.
Great. Then everything is fine.
Mm-hmm. I lost my cursor again. Now it's back. Cool. Carolina.
Would the orange one that's on the ground be within 5 feet of Barrel?
No.
But it is stunned, so wouldn't
Would sneak attack still go off on it? No, right?
because
You'd have advantage.
because the attack is advantage.
You'd have advantage, correct. Yeah, you hit. As it definitely pops and falls to the ground dead as the vulture dies. As it lays on the ground dead. Boom, 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 boom.
Soul's gonna be dashing to the pile.
Call out to me. Call out to me.
As you rush forward and changing my music very quickly. And arrive to try and help this individual, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And you arrive at a field of corpses around you, out of initiative. As you see, sitting around you, there are 4 corpses. What looks like one, the oldest looking one, very clearly dead. The corpse of a adventuring looking knightly type, clearly a warrior, laid on the ground. There is a strange mark on his back. What looks like a piercing wound that went straight through the back of his armor. Through the front of his chest as well as he lays on the ground, and you can see what looks like this thick sort of greenish ichor that lays within the wound. You can tell that something pierced straight through the back of this man's armor. He lays there dead on the ground. The second is what looks like a merchant type of person, someone just traveling the road. Their pack is strewn out on the floor next to it. It was very clearly fiddled with and looked through, as you see, looks like bits and pieces of tin, rations, gold pieces and such strewn out on the ground, as if the vultures sorted through the entirety of his belongings. As this halfling merchantman lays dead on the ground. He has what looks like markings from claws in his back, and then what looks like a swift beak mark on the side of his neck, appearing to have killed him very quickly within 2 swift strikes. The third is what looks like a tiefling man. He is covered in a lot of different scars and bites and pierces. As you can tell, he put up a significant fight. But you can tell that he was picked apart, so to say, by the entirety of the vulture pack. And then there is a long, strewn out body of what looks like a woman with the upper body of a humanoid woman and the lower body of a snake with greenish scales strewn out on the ground. There is a wound clearly from claw marks on her stomach and blood that has poured out all on the side of the dirt next to her as she lays on her side, her eyes unmoving, just staring forward. As you can tell that she is very clearly either, from this distance, you can tell that she's either catatonic or she is bled out already.
Soul would run over to her
Okay.
and immediately try and cast Cure Wounds.
I have to check a D100 I rolled before. Make me a spellcasting check with your wisdom modifier. You're aiming to roll at least a 15, I will tell you. Do you have any sorts of things or anything that anyone wants to give or sort?
I would like to give Soul my inspiration, because I instigated this thing.
Okay. Soul, you can re-roll at advantage if you would like. Or are you giving her the plus D8 to the roll?
Whichever she would like.
Which would you prefer, re-roll at advantage or plus D8?
Plus D8.
So you can roll a D8 and add that to what was rolled. With a 9, you would need to roll, I think, a 6 or better. Okay. Wow.
Love to see it.
Okay. Damn. Okay. So you approach over to this dying form of this woman, and you press your hands against her stomach. The minute you touch the woman's body, it's cold. Soul, you can tell instantly that this woman is basically dead. She is at death's door, and it is nigh impossible that anything you could do could save her. However, despite that, you still try, and channeling the powers of your goddess, that divine warm flame moves through you into the wound as it patches itself up. The woman's eyes move slowly, and there's sort of a recognition of you before her in her eyes, but no words comes from her lips, as very quickly after she immediately falls to unconsciousness. But she is alive, and yeah, you have saved the woman from literally dying miraculously.
Giserian conquers death.
While you're doing that, looking up, you now see that Lena is at the side of you by the corpse of the knight, examining the wound on the back. She has stuck her finger into the wound. You can see blood atop her 2 fingertips, but more importantly, the ichor. As it sits on her gloved fingertips, it sizzles and burns slightly against her armor as she frowns and shakes it off her fingers and go, "This one was killed by a plains manticore. Chimera. Plains chimera. Instantly dead upon being struck through the chest. He's lucky for that. Usually the poison doesn't kill if the stinger itself doesn't run you through. And it brings you back to its lair, and it's very cruel with the ones that it leaves alive. We're going to have to be cautious moving forward. This wound is fresh. So what do you all do?
Beryl, can you help me carry her? She is alive.
I'll go over to where Soul is and kind of look to her for assistance and aid in how she wants me to
Sure.
hold her.
Oh boy, because this is Lamia. Let's see. As strewn out fully, she is about from the tail length only about the tail length is about 8 feet itself alone.
Shit.
And let's see, I can show you a token for her, I believe. Yes, I do. As you can see, this Lamia woman is dressed in what looks like armor atop her human half. There is what looks like beneath this steel-made iron armor a green sort of tabard that she wears, sort of like a sweater that very clearly is designed for the cold. And then there's this chest piece that is adorned atop her. There is what looks like a battered and damaged shield lying beside her, and a sword that is covered in the blood of those vulture creatures beside her as well. She has green scales, and you can see that she is covered in a sort of faded now face paint on the upper half of her body that is sort of made in an imitation of scales on the upper half of her face. So with a pale white skin that it looks like it's also covered in what looks like a strange sort of makeup-y look. Then there is what looks like a makeup design at the top that is clearly tribal to look akin to snake scales, but you can tell that it is just makeup as it is somewhat faded from her form as she lays where she does.
Alright, I can carry her, but she's a bit large. Perhaps we can fashion some kind of a sled or something. You know, for the long bit there.
How far out are we from the village, Jake?
You've just started your travel. This is about an hour out from the city you've gotten. So at least another hour, you know.
No, I can't levitate anything for that long.
You said the tail length was about 8 feet itself?
Yes.
Okay.
Keep telling what you're doing.
Okay.
Something may happen in a second.
How big is the shield?
Shield's about normal shield size, so not very large.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a way to like have some kind of like.
How many other shields are around?
Just that one.
Just that one?
Yeah, there's a weapon placed next to the body of the warrior type, but it is a maul.
Any like half plate on them?
He is dressed in what looks like full plate armor, but it is broken because it has the wound that goes straight through the chest. On the snake woman, what looks like half plate is what she is wearing.
If we've got some rope, we could maybe tie a few pieces together, or maybe some cloth, and just to keep her bottom from dragging against the ground.
Well,
I have 4 sets of noble clothing that we can rip apart.
That'll help.
Do have rope.
Jake, with like a combination of like clothing, the shield, and some rope, would I be able to try and like maybe try to fashion some kind of a sled sort of thing for just the bottom half?
Roll me a survival check.
Okay.
I also have rope if you need it.
Oh.
Yeah, you're able to make a makeshift sort of cot that you can drag along the ground with her as you drag her.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna like affix it to around like her waist area where the tail
Sure.
starts.
Sure.
And I'll carry the top half of her.
As you lift her up, this is probably because of the sheer weight added from just what is the massive piece of muscle in the tail. She's heavy. Very heavy. You can tell you are not going to be able to move at normal pace carrying her. You're going to be moving at half speed.
Oh, my half speed is 20 feet, so a little bit slower than everybody else. But...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Soul got the back end, or
What's up?
would it help if Soul got the part of the tail?
What is Soul's strength score?
14.
With an athletics check, you may be able to stop the movement from being limited. But it's going to be an athletics DC 13 at the very least.
Okay.
Soul, she's heavy. You know that she was going to be heavy, but you have trouble moving so that you can help Beryl. You feel as though what you're doing would only hinder Beryl, in fact. With the nat 1, unfortunately.
My athletics is 11. Could I, grab part of the thing and walk with it?
You could try.
I can try!
But again, it's gonna be, for you, with a strength score of 11, you're gonna need to roll a 15 or better.
Ooh, come on. Oh man. That's
close.
Garbo.
Close but no cigar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And more to the point, you can both tell, and just to clarify, that there is no way for either of you to lift this up and help Beryl carry without having your movement speed as well. So, Beryl is moving at 20 feet, and then if Soul, if you tried to help, you would be going at 15. You would be halved carrying it, and then same thing for you, Astrid. So there's no way you could actually help Beryl move faster. You would only just be going slower than Beryl helping.
Could I try and clear the way ahead of Beryl a little bit?
Sure, that's completely normal thing to do. As you do this, Lena would look to you all and she would go, "We should probably adjust our pace to move a bit slower for carrying her as well. We want to be more secure and not run into anything else. If there's a chimera lurking about, it could set upon us. We need to go quietly." Do not worry, though. I will mask our movement so that we are not set upon, but we will have to move slower.
Hey, whatever it takes.
That is my recommendation at the very least. Again, I am your employee, so I cannot tell you what to do.
No, we definitely want to bring this woman back to her people.
It was fortunate that we came upon her. From that wound, it looks like she was saved from the brink.
Thank you, Soul.
Should have acted sooner.
You acted as fast as you could. She would have been dead without you. We got a bit of a ways to go.
Do you all have anything you'd like to say or do while you are, before you start to move again? All right. And as you go to start moving, Lena is going to raise her arm up as magic begins to channel through it, as she begins to speak in ancient Elvish in this beautiful, albeit a bit verbose language, you can tell, as she casts a spell, as you are all under the effects of the Pass Without Trace spell, as she is going to stealth, and you all can roll stealth checks as well, and you'll have a +10 bonus to them. You are going to be moving at slow pace now. do.
Can I add Astrid's inspiration to that?
If you would like, sure.
Yeah. Yikes.
I don't think I wear heavy armor. This is news to me.
Is it
Game.
scale mail?
No,
Oh,
No, she's just in leathers, right?
I'm in like a fancy studded leather. Yeah.
What the hell is saying you're in heavy armor for?
My stealth roll thing.
You have scale mail equipped in your inventory. Actually, you do.
Confusing. I sure
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, you sure do. It's right there.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
I wonder if this
Medium
will
armor.
fuck with your... It dropped your AC when I took it off, too. But you're
Yeah.
supposed to have 17, I believe.
Correct.
'Cause
I'm
you have-
supposed to be at 17.
Because you have the Glamoured Studded Leather, which is a +1 set of armor, correct?
Yes.
And Studded is 11 plus your dex, or is it 12? Nah.
That is information that I don't know.
So one second. So yeah, Studded Leather armor is 12 plus dex modifier, so your armor is 13 plus dex mod, which is definitely with your +4, I'm pretty sure that's 17.
Yeah.
Or am I wrong?
Yeah, 17.
No,
No, it's 17.
Yeah, so you had that for some reason. I just fixed it for you. It's just 17
Thanks.
now.
That's a
Um,
weird thing that
That is
I've never
weird.
noticed.
Why do you even have studded? Why do you even have scale mail?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay. Anyway, Lena's roll. Her +9. Terrible roll from Lena. She rolled a 4. So let's see. 27, 28. Barrel, you added a +5, so
22.
that is 22. Soul, that's 14. Unfortunate. 31, 29, and then 23. Okay, as you all are moving exceptionally stealthy, except for some folk who are lagging behind a bit. Nonetheless, you all begin to move at a slower pace as you cross across the plains. Moving at a slower pace, the sun begins to creep, starting to fall in the distance. About another hour and a half passes. You know that you are assuredly arriving late to this village. However, you see it off in the distance as you see what looks like a small, well, from what you see at this distance, it looks small, but what looks like a spiked wooden fenced gate surrounding what looks like buildings and tents made from wood, and then tents made from what looks like animal skin and cloth that you see off in the distance. There's lights coming from it, and you can see the humanoid shapes of the Lamia people inside of the village as you're approaching. But as you move, you draw closer and closer. However, before you reach the village proper, there are what sounds like no sound, actually. You do not hear anything, and then you just hear a voice speak out directed toward all of you that goes, "I had thought I heard commotion approaching." And if your eyes turn instantly, you would see the elven man Astaroth walking before you, looking directly at you, despite your stealth rolls and despite the pass without trace being up, as he appears to be approaching you. The sun is setting now. It appears to be getting dark as he approaches.
Which direction is he coming from?
It appears
village?
he's moving, like, not from the village. He's coming from, like, the left side of you all. It appears he was, like, looking out toward the village. Like, he has been taking a vigil and watching toward it. As he begins to approach, do any of you say anything as he approaches you all?
Who's this guy?
that's fair. Yeah, you weren't in there.
Good job, James.
Do you remember the mayor mentioning a man called Astaroth?
Yes.
That's Astaroth.
She approaches. Lena is watching cautiously. And as he approaches, he gets within about 15 feet of you, as he is in within full view of you all, as he approaches. The minute he gets close enough for you all to have, say, a better look at him in the light, you see Lena's eyes go wide, and her bow shoots up instantly as an arrow is drawn into it and pointed out toward him, as he just stops. Not even changing from his neutral expression, as he just goes, "Stop pointing that thing at me before you hurt yourself." As she would respond instantly and says, "Do not come any closer." As she growls that out with the bow pointed out toward him, as she is clearly threatened and, in a defensive stance. As with the string pulled back and the arrow in there, she just goes, "What are your intentions approaching us here, creature?"
Oh. Lena, is everything alright?
As she just turns looking and goes, "Do you know this thing?"
Yes, we're on friendly terms. We met him earlier today, actually.
Friendly terms. I suppose you can't see him for what he is, then. But we are trained differently back in the Elven lands, demon. I know that you hide yourself in elven skin. As he just stands there, his expression doesn't change. He sort of has a exasperated look. So he goes, "Okay."
Did he take the skin from someone else, or did he grow it himself?
Either way sounds kind of bad.
The skin
Well, if he grew it himself, that's less.
is of my own creation. Stop pointing that at me. I suggest you inform your friend to stop pointing that at me, as he looks toward you all, before I or her gets hurt.
Lena, please.
I promise he means us no harm.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. I forgot I do that.
She looks toward you. She looks stubbornly back. Her eyes just focused in on him. She sighs as she lowers the bow, and she goes, "You are my employers, so I will defer to you, and I trust you all so far, so I will allow this now. But I do not recommend consorting with demons of all things when we are dealing with this."
Mr. Roth, is that true? Are you a demon?
Is that your business, what I am?
Well,
Do I point weapons at you and exclaim proudly to the world that you're a genasi? An earth genasi at that? Descended of earth elementals? Those are evil creatures as well.
I just simply don't like liars.
Did I lie to you? Have I said to you explicitly that I wasn't a demon? Had I said to you that I was an elf? When did I lie?
Are you an elf?
No.
Astaroth, is there a reason you haven't entered the village yet?
I've been watching cautiously. I attempted to enter before, but the matriarch told me to leave, threatened me, and said to not stay here much longer. I was intent to watch and consider what I should do, as I am going to speak with the goblin that lies in there. And if diplomacy fails, I will resort to less lethal methods of getting in there if need be, but I will get in there and speak to the goblin.
Omission is a lie.
Omission is a lie. You travel with a tiefling, elf. Do not speak to me of omissions or speak to me of bloodlines or anything of the sort.
She doesn't hide her lineage.
I do not hide what I am either. This is my skin. I gained it proudly. It was given to me. Whether it looks like an elf or whether it looks like whatever the fuck you want it to look like, it doesn't matter. It is mine. As the pinpoints of just burning hellfire-ish eyes glow with more intensity as he stares Soul down. I have no obligation to give strangers my entire lineage history.
Well, we're going to head into the village now. I can attempt to speak on your behalf if you would like, but I'm not sure how successful it will be.
Lena chimes up. She goes, "Why? I must ask. I will not push back further than need be, but I must ask why are you agreeing to help or consort with this thing?"
Because he assisted us earlier.
It's true. Without him, we wouldn't have been able to, at least temporarily, cure those afflicted.
As it currently stands, he is an ally of our ally. Speaking of the mayor, he is working with the mayor, is he not?
No.
I am an independent force. Your mayor spoke to me about matters of why I was here. But I am not working with him. I am here of my own means and for my own goals. And what goals are that, creature? She says with a spit towards the ground as he goes. My intentions are not your business either.
I'm sorry, but, out of character, was he just talking to us or himself?
No, that was Lena that was talking that to him.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
I thought he was having, some crisis between us.
We're gonna end in 2 minutes here, guys. Sorry.
Please, just wait here until I get back at the very least, and I can tell you if you have permission to enter or if we'll need to figure something else out.
I have no qualms about seeing if you could convince the matriarch.
Alright, then we need to get this woman.
The one you carry is still wounded, so you know.
Yes, that's why we need to get her to someone who has a better knowledge of what may have happened to her.
Shrugs as he gestures you off to go enter the village. As he stands there, looking toward you with those intense, hellfire-ish eyes.
Yeah, Aster will bring up the rear to make sure the whole party goes.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you kind of hurt a cat? That's what she's doing right now.
As you all begin to move forward, he simply stands where he was, a bit a ways outside of the village, as he just continues to watch, standing at a sort of lookout point that he has. As you guys get out of perceived earshot, Lena would simply go, "I do not know what fondness you have of that demon or not, but you should be careful in trusting it."
Soul turns around and does the "I'm looking at you" gesture.
Doesn't even seem to react at all. He just stands there.
When this day started, one of my people was in mortal peril. He's not anymore, and it's because of Astra.
Perhaps he can perform a good deed, but demons are tricky creatures. Simply be cautious in dealings with it. I do not know why it is here, but frankly, I do not think I would have been able to fight it anyway.
Could you do me a singular favor, Lena?
Yes.
Please don't call him it.
I will refer to your instructions as my employer.
Thank you.
And not call him it. Is there any final notes that anyone feels of importance to cover at this very moment?
Second level cure wounds, reconstructive healing.
On the woman?
Yes.
Okay. As you do that, it casts. You don't know what it fixed, but it may have fixed something. That being said, if there's nothing else, I've kept you here 10 minutes longer. That is my bad. It's because we started so late. Sorry for that. That is the session, though. I hope everyone had fun. As we will pick up next week with perhaps seeing where this revelation of Astaroth being a demon goes, and with your arrival at the Lamia village. Thank you for watching. Thank you for anybody in the stream who watched, and good night.